I don't know. Hi guys, this is my first GooGoo show on what is this? YouTube. All right, so anyway, this is what it is. So Shantae had wrote me this fabulous intro song. We don't have it present right now. Georgia, if the Lord have led you to sing a song, sing it. If not, we'll just go.
Okay, we'll just go.
Okay, we'll just go. Okay. Yeah, you know, that's how friends do. You know, they put you on the spot, you know, right on there at the last minute. So y'all know the GooGoo show. We ain't formal around here. But honestly, I honestly feel like I literally have people saying, "Goo, I look like the little Dolly Partonish." But you know, I have a lot of people that say, "Goo, you know, your you know, the GooGoo show like really blessed me, like the conversations that you have, the topics and whatnot." And so we keeping it going. Connie is on the way. But so let me tell you how this came about. George, okay. So I got my friends here that I know soon as I say, like, they think fast and they, you know, you ain't gonna catch them slipping. So I ain't gonna catch you. I know I'm not gonna catch you slipping with this topic.
Sometimes we might say a little anything.
George is the king of inappropriateness. For those that don't know,
I be trying to not, but it's just me.
I be trying to not. He's not trying to not. He's just doing it, and that's what it is. Wait, something's weird. Just leave it alone. Okay, so anyway, so this is the thing. So Connie is on her way, and boom. Is that the thing? Is that what I want to happen?
Let's see, sit right.
Okay, is that what I wanted to happen? I don't know. But anyway, Connie is on her way. So this is the thing. So I was having a conversation with a girlfriend of mine, and she was saying, so those of you that don't know, I'm always that friend that like tries to get you to see another perspective. Like, I don't want you to just be, you know, thinking one way. Because as women, a lot of times, Georgia, you know, like, we feel very strongly about how we feel, and how we feel is the law. Mm-hmm. And that's not fair. You know what I mean? Because how you feel isn't the law. And so you gonna do some?
Yeah, because I think that for one.
Okay. All right. Okay. Is that what it? Oh.
I think it was just too far.
George is my producer.
Yeah,
he's the producer of the GooGoo show. So anyway, like, you know, we think that what we say or how we feel is the law. And that don't necessarily, it's not the law just because you thought it or because you're crying or because your feelings are hurt. Like, it's not the law. Right. So what she was saying was, she was, so we got to like disassociate ourselves or disconnect ourselves from our feelings sometimes. So I'm that friend that'll kind of say the stuff that a dude would say, you know what I'm saying? Or, you know, or what your mom would say or something like that. Only because at the end of the day, you want what's best for your friends. Like, you want them to be well-rounded. Like, I don't want to just say what you want me to hear. That's right, friend, like cheering you on. I'm like, I want you to be healthy and whole. So anyway, we having this conversation. My friend was saying, she was talking to this guy, and she had actually referred to this guy like as a boy toy and all that kind of stuff, right? So after she had kind of kicked it with him and they had their little whatever, they had a little rendezvous and they little whatever, she was feeling some type of way because she was like, well, he's not calling now and he's not whatever. And so I was just like, well, you know, you use the term boy toy, so you sound like you
kind of didn't pigeonhole that thing already.
Yeah, and you actually want him to be your husband. So she's that friend that I call 0 to 100.
Right.
No, 0 or 100. It's no in between. So she can't just say, oh, he liked me, but you know, it didn't turn into that. Right. He ain't thinking about me. He don't like me. I was like, stop. He likes you. He doesn't like you enough to marry you or to be with you like that. But you used the word boy toy, so you knew what it was. Right. And so what you're experiencing now is what boy toy looks like in life, acted out.
The
so
result of it,
yeah. So anyway, so that was that. So we were talking a little more, and she was like, I know, but GooGoo, this where she got me, because this is my own life. She said, I know, GooGoo, but I just want to see him hurting. Like, I just want to see him miss me. And I said, you know what? You got a point. Because I want to see, like, I just want to see him dying. You know what I'm saying? Like,
at least a little bit, huh?
Yeah, like, I want to
this thing by yourself.
Like, I want to see your ribs showing, and I want to see you like zoning out. Like, you know, a tear would really, really help me out a lot. But I just be like, a lot of times, you know, guys just jump right into the next thing. Girls do the same thing, but I'm not that person. So I literally sit here, take it, deal with it, grow, whatever. But the truth of the matter is, George, I just want to see him dying. Do guys really be dying? No, I did say this to her because it was the right thing. I said, he missed you just like you miss him. He ain't called me. You ain't called him either. He ain't. And I was like, you ain't did it either. So you can easily reach out to him. But I was explaining to her, but when you reach out, then what? Because are you reaching out for boy toy funness, or are you reaching out because you're lonely and you want something? And make sure you ain't sending a message that's not consistent with what you really feel. And challenge yourself to be woman enough to say, you know what? I know that this is not nothing real, so I'm not going to pursue this and try to make it an everyday thing when I know like it's not that.
Right.
But do guys really be dying, or do y'all just be cool? Because y'all do jump in other...
I think that this is crazy because I had a conversation today with my cousin, and I ain't going to say her name, but she just in a great marriage and just recently got divorced, and it was a surprise to her. Literally, everything was good. So after conversations and stuff today, when we were talking about it, I was telling her, I said, you know what? The problem is that men are afraid to address their feelings. There are way more men than women think that struggle with insecurity and self-esteem. Like, it's always put on the woman because the woman wants to fix up, and you should be secure with yourself, and you shouldn't use filters. But men are just as bad. And so a lot of them...
they put filters on their emotions.
Yes, they mask that. So it's a lot of men, and that's why their behavior is so obsessive. They do the same thing. They have to have multiple women. They have to... That is a result of being insecure. So that is their emotions coming out in that way. Men get scared just like women. They'll pull back. They don't want that. All of that is insecurity. So
the guy that you know that I miss right now and not be dying. See, so when I'm dying, people don't know that I'm dying, but I do be dying. And they act like because you're strong.
She dies good though. Like, she's a good diet.
Well, because I'm not fake, George. Right. I don't say, I'm not talking to you no more if I know I'm going to talk to you.
Right.
You just upset me, and it's best to just be quiet because I feel like it looks really fake, because a lot of women say a lot of the things I say, and then they're doing the exact opposite. I'm like, well, you paying a dude rent, so all that big strong talk, or, oh, I'm a virtuous woman. Well, you said you finna kill him with your vagina. Like, so I'm just like, so when they come to me, that's why they think I'm lying.
Right.
Because the other woman that said she was strong wasn't strong. The other woman said that she don't played that. All she did was fussed a little bit, but he got her way. You know what I'm saying? So by the time they come to me, they think I'm on that nonsense. But I said that to say, they think that I don't have feelings just because my no is no. And I challenge myself to be like, nope, you're not going to do it. Not to just be a toughie, but sometimes you have to, create.
That's hard too.
It is hard because your emotions be like, well, at least I had something.
Right.
At least I had somebody to talk to, and it's just like, well, do I want the real thing or a thing?
Let me tell y'all, I always tell GooGoo, I always give her props for that, being able to be honest about where she is. I remember me and she and I were having a conversation about an ex of hers, and I was just like, I don't like the person. I was just going in. And she was like, and I said something and thinking she gonna be like, oh, I'm done with the person. She was like, I don't know. One day I might. And I was so mad. But I respected it because she was being honest. It was honest. And she got through it in such a great way because she was honest with her feelings and stuff. The thing is with men are we're really simple creatures and can be kind of dumb sometimes. Like, women have all the smarts and y'all have all the power. I'm not going to tell y'all what that power is, but you can put two together.
I'll tell you what.
First letter of power. Y'all got power. So, with that being said, for us, it's only a few things that we need in a relationship to feel stable. But if we don't do the work, and this is the problem, a lot of men are afraid of doing the work. Women, y'all hold us accountable so well. Y'all hold the mirror up to us a lot, and we don't like looking at that. So anytime you hold a man accountable for what he says, what he does, all that kind of stuff, and he runs, it has nothing to do with you. It's literally him, and that's his way of stopping his feelings and emotions of being.
And they know that when you get 40-ish, or just period, like whatever, they know that you're just bluffing. They know, like so many women are so afraid to say, no, that's not right, and I'm not taking that. And when you get it together, because they know he gonna either stay and get it right, or he could take flight. And you scared that he actually is gonna leave. And they know that. Because the truth of the matter is, y'all study us. We don't study y'all. We too busy studying Disneyland and Fantasy World. But you guys study us. And wedding dresses and fantasy, But you guys study us and be like, oh, she like this. Oh, she don't like that. So you would accommodate me really sometimes for sport. Not just because you full blown like me. But women, we be so in the clouds with that thing. But what was that thing I was going to say about, it was about, really and truly just living honestly. That was the part that I kind of wanted to like go back to. live it honestly. Like, don't say anything. I remember Andrew Womack, I read this, I was listening to a teaching from him, and he was saying that a lot of times, you know, I got to get spiritual because that's what I am. So a lot of times, your heart says something, your mouth says something that your heart knows is a lie. So we be declaring and speaking things or whatever. So you saying, you know what, that's just my boy toy. You're saying that with your mouth, but your heart is saying husband. So you're not brave enough to say the husband thing because you think it might not happen. Right. And so you saying the boy toy thing because it covers you. But what's happening is you're sending mixed messages. So in the spirit realm, hi Connie. So in the spirit realm, like, you don't have any authority because the angels don't know which way to go, because it's like, well, you're saying one thing but your heart is another, so you're recognized as a liar. You're recognized as the girl. This is Connie, guys. Hi, Connie.
Good morning.
So, good morning. So you're recognized. That's good. She was in traffic. It's like, so you're recognized as the boy or the girl. They're loving on each other. Who cried wolf? You know what I'm saying? So I just always challenge. George was saying, be honest with my ex when I said I'm not all the way through with him like that, because I wasn't. And if he were to get it right at that point, I would have got with him. I knew for sure I wasn't going to get with him if he didn't get it right. But I wasn't going to lie and say I'm not ever getting with him, because he could really come to his senses and get it right. And once he fixes that thing, we could be together. Turns out he didn't. We ain't going to be together, and that's that. But I was not about to lie, because it was still, and I really went down. I was like, okay, it's 80% chance I might get back with him, 40%, 10%, no percent. And now it's no. You know, like, it's just, like, it would be a miracle if I got back with him. But it's just, no, like, I wouldn't get back. I talked to him today, great conversation, but I wouldn't get back to him with him. He'd be so bad. Anyway, an ex. Okay. So anyway, Connie, so what we talking about is, you know how you break up with a dude and you be like dying, and you gonna call my phone, you gonna call George's phone, you gonna call everybody's phone, I'm dying, I'm whatever, and it just seems like he just living his life being fine. Don't you want to see him die? I want to see him losing weight and depressed and laying on the side of the road. Yeah.
It depends on the ex. Like,
because some people just want to disappear. Somebody that you like and you really wanted it to work with that person.
No, yeah.
I'm not talking about a fed up situation. It's like, dang, like me, so we can be together.
I wanted to see him like fall off a cliff. I wanted to run over. No, not like that, but no, not die.
Yeah, I don't want you. I just want you to be in pain, and then I can nurse you back.
I wanted him to hurt. I wanted him to hurt as much as I was, but it didn't seem like he was hurting at all.
But men do be hurting. It's just that they are not honest enough. A lot aren't honest enough to really show that side of them, because they feel like it's too vulnerable, and society makes a man.
I feel like it might take like 15 years for them to admit that they were hurt.
Yeah. 15 years,
like,
and you married with 4 children.
Like,
you be like, we could have had something great had I known.
Yeah, had you have been sorry, or had I known that I mattered that much to you, like, I'd have been like, oh wait, I matter. Oh,
no, not
maybe
really.
we can.
Not enough though.
Yeah, but so that's enough. The thing. It makes you feel like you don't matter enough, and then guys always jump into, we can't do it because we called a hoe if we do that. But guys immediately start dating.
At this point, this stage in the game, I don't care what people think or what people say. If something don't work out that I'm in right now. And if something is here tomorrow, guess who is going there tomorrow?
Tomorrow.
Just saying. I'm over it. I'm over what y'all think. I'm over what y'all think. I'm over what I think.
No, I get it. I get it.
No, I get it too. I think that the thing that you have to remember is that women are fragile, but men are sensitive. And
men are very sensitive.
So I know they're sensitive, but explain the difference between fragile and sensitive.
Well, you guys are more fragile. Like, you have to handle you guys a little more delicately, which always makes women look like the weaker thing. But it's just that y'all are more valuable, and you have to handle you guys better. Men, they're not fragile.
You can say whatever to them.
Yeah, but what you say can go really deep. That's why a man, if a man cheat on a woman is hurt because I loved you and I trusted you in this. If a woman cheat on a man,
he dies.
It's over for him because he's way more. That makes him think why would that take your manhood? Because men are not as strong as, to me, what women could be. And see, I can come from that perspective because not only am I a man, but I just understand it and I get it. Your boy done a lot. And a lot of
what you done, girl?
But you know, it's so funny. I had a conversation about women having the power earlier today. But George, I think that we have the power just from the beginning. So I always say that my standards in real life may be right here. When I first meet a guy, I'm going to put him right here. You know why? Because everybody going to fall off. Yeah. So when you fall off, you're going to still fall at a place that works for me. Yeah, and I'm mature enough to know, oh, the butterflies are over, but he still treats me good. He's still, you know what I'm saying? So I don't trip off of that. And I think that a lot of times women, because they be so, we're manipulative by nature. And I just think so. Yeah, we are.
Yeah, go eat from the apple tree.
Shut up.
We don't even think we doing that, and we doing that. Like, I started to send somebody an invite to watch this show because I really just wanted to text them, and I said, no, because I hate manipulation. I'm going to take a picture of myself and send it to him and say, hey, you, how you doing? Because that's really what I want to do. I really want to put myself on his mind. So I'm not going to act like I'm inviting him to watch the GooGoo show. I'm going to be straight up and say, hey, how you doing? And send you a picture. And if the magicalness of in the picture don't kill you, you better take a killer. You gotta kill it with this picture. But I'm just not gonna act like I'm inviting you. Oh, everybody, I'm trying to get subscribers. No, that ain't what I'm doing, Negro. I want you to pay attention to me. So, but I think women are manipulative by nature, and if we don't stop ourselves, like, you know, it'll, you know, check yourself. It'll go into that. What was I doing? I lost
men
my
are
thing.
manipulative too. Because that same cousin.
Oh, the power. That's what it was. But go ahead.
Yeah. Men are manipulative too. Let me tell you why. So this same cousin, we were talking about somebody, and what will happen is, if you're not careful, a man that suffers from self-esteem issues or insecurity, they'll utilize, and I guess women and men do the same thing to me in that regard, because this guy is basically like, yeah, I know I'm not on your level yet, so, you know, I know you probably don't want. That is manipulation. Yeah, you trying to use that to make me feel sorry.
And a woman that got low self-esteem, like, oh yeah, like that sounds good to her. I'm building up. To me, you sound like a project.
You sound like you have issues and that I don't want to deal with.
And because the way our life goes, no, exactly. Like, I don't. Yeah, and the way our life goes. You can't come in insecure, like it'll ruin. Like, I'm not finna babysit that. No, like you find you somebody.
Like, we can never go out together. You'll pass the
and
hell out.
If there are any men watching, the key is if a woman is talking to you, that should be enough for you to know.
That's
that you
what
have
I'm
some
saying.
Type of,
you're in because we don't. I don't just talk to people.
You know,
everybody don't have access to me.
No, don't say that because I'm pretty outgoing and friendly.
Yeah, no, I think like that. But if we're texting every day for 2 weeks,
text,
you shouldn't be saying,
no.
I don't mean friendly. Yeah,
like in a situation, you ain't. I just feel like with men and with women, you need to be honest, and women, you better freaking know your worth. And men, I'm sorry, I'm just saying, because these two women right here, I'm very protective of them and I love them. And my thing is this with women, you gonna get what you allow. If you don't require more, and let me tell you, that ain't always easy.
They be so scared that they gonna leave, but George, watch me.
Let them leave.
Sit up in this apartment. Bye. Thank you. By myself, being okay with it. I'll be like, George, let's go to the Cork. Let's go to the Grove. Connie, what you doing tonight? I'm coming over and she'll cook or whatever.
Party.
Yeah, exactly. And so what I'm saying is, I am not going to settle. I was having this conversation today. So we were talking about the value of women. We don't know our value. We don't realize that when we enter a thing, we're telling them exactly what the requirement is. What happens is we be so happy to like somebody, so we'd be like, oh, let's just have fun, let's just whatever, and we didn't teach them that, oh no, you have to court me, and you have to this, and my birthdays are important, and you know, blah blah blah, and all of that. Oh, that's fine. I don't know, it's not fine, and I don't have to say it's not fine. I just have to say, oh, well, call me when you're free. You understand what I'm saying? You got to put your foot down in the beginning, because they watch us. We don't study them. They study us. And I think in the beginning of relationships, that's when it's time to lay the groundwork for what this whole whatever this is going to be. But if you're just so happy to have somebody and just so trying to reel somebody in, he fine, he got a good job, cool, let me do everything I know. Like, that's not the time to do that. You still need to challenge him. Challenge him to prove that he wants to be there and he wants to court and date you. What was you gonna say?
I just think that women make the mistake of doing too much. Like, we always want to do, and we don't have to do anything to get the attention or the affection or, the care from a man that really wants to be there. Like, you should not be doing a thing. Because if he wants to be with you for, you know, a duration, then I feel like he'll do everything in his power to make that happen. Yeah. Like doing stuff too, or cooking for him, all that. Like, you gonna get a sandwich. Oh, because I cook too good. You're not.
Same.
I'm sorry.
I say the same, and I'm like, I'm a
invited to my house. It's a
Connie
group type of thing. You just happen to like me, and you get, you know, a good bowl or something. No, I can't.
I don't wear fitted clothes. I don't lead with any of that.
I wear fitted clothes.
No, I ain't finna wear you. I'm not doing that because I need to make sure that you know what this is. Yes, you do. No, you absolutely do. I've seen your legs. Follow her. You'll see. But again, I don't lead with that stuff because I never want to, again, manipulate. I never want to reel you in. If I just wanted to be married, I could. I know how to cook. I know how to keep a house. I know how to do all that stuff. But I'm like, no, I'm going to be who I really am. And I'm going to allow you the opportunity as a man to show me that I really like you. I want to court you. I'm serious about you, blah, blah, blah. And then the reward is, oh, by the way, I'm a great supporter. By the way, I'm a great cook. By the way, I'm a, you know what I'm saying? I have resources or whatever. But I just think women go in because, and I think it reads thirsty. Men who are like sport and goal oriented, you didn't make him work at all. And they like you go pull up to a red light and they gonna race the man next to him because they love to compete, they love to win, they love to work for it. So I tell women all the time, and again, y'all don't want to hear me because you're 40 and you're single, I get it, but this is coming from a woman that has never been dragged. I have never been, disrespected in that way. When I saw it going left, I left. And so, I can say a little something, but I'm like, y'all don't be giving these men nothing to work for. You give them every freaking thing. No standards, no nothing. I don't want him to know I need money sometime. I do. Let him be a man and help me in that area. If you do. Yeah, so I'm just like.
They're supposed to be doing.
But I don't even understand.
That's just my opinion. I just think the men are supposed to be doing, I shouldn't be doing all the work, especially in the beginning. Like if you have any kind of worth, I think the work that you're capable of shows in how you carry yourself and how you keep at home, how your reputation, all those things show without you having to do above more than you should do
or kiss butt.
You don't have
and
to
they know when you kiss in their butt because again they study us.
Yeah,
so they know when you're being weak. When you say I'm gonna stop talking to you and then you start talking to him again, how about you just say I didn't like that you did that?
Right.
You're not gonna stop talking to
or
them.
Or if you know that you don't need to talk to the person, stop freaking talking to them. This person, so earlier the person was saying, the person said, but every time I talk to this person I get butterflies. What should I do? I said, let the butterflies fly you away.
No, it's
butterflies
true.
are natural. Like it's gonna be there for a minute.
And I told the person, I said, be thankful that you can feel butterflies.
Yeah.
However,
this is saying who your butterflies should go to.
Yeah, you're not bruised.
You're open. You're open.
But just to me, with relationships and everything, you have to make a stand for yourself. You watch somebody else and let that be the tone setter. So if that person that you're with, if they're showing you that they come only when they want to, they only call when it's convenient, all of that lets you know what you got. And you should be bigger and back. And like I said, man, I'm sorry, bro.
Women got the power and we don't know it. We just give it away for free because we don't know we have it. And by the time, I was telling George this, by the time they come to me, because these women be posting quotes from strong women, but you ain't really a strong woman. You hope that you get there. So you post all this strong woman quote. As soon as they slide in your DMs, what you need? What you want? You want to pay your rent? You want me to so they so they go straight to that. And I'm just like, so that's why when they come to us, they immediately think that we're that, and it's like, oh no, I was just and again, I ain't that woman that wants you gotta fly me to Paris for lunch and all that kind of stuff. I want you, but I want to feel like you. No, why not? But I gotta like you if I want that.
Right.
Like I gotta like. Let's go.
Yeah, because there's a price to pay.
Yeah, let's go to Starbucks a couple times to see if I even like you. I don't mind a first date, but if I feel like you being cheap, that's gonna be a problem because I ain't cheap with me. So I don't want you to be cheap with me.
Right. And go ahead. No, you.
Men, another thing, when you genuinely love the woman that you're with, your love will cover a multitude of what you don't have. I'm telling you. Women will say they need this from you, but if you give them respect and love, I'm telling you.
We be done forgot all our standards. When we know we got your heart for real and you're really trying your best to make us happy, your best may look like you're a first grader. We don't care. We know that intuition and all that.
It's real.
We know that this man is trying his best. I'm gonna stick with this one. So they be thinking like, oh, I have to hire a helicopter and fly her over.
Or I have to have this. To get her attention,
no,
or her to want me,
don't.
Or I have to have this amount of money in the bank, in order to ask her to marry. Yeah, no.
And you end up discouraging yourself out of a relationship that you need to be in, a relationship that y'all gonna partner and build together and all that. So
now you can't be a ground zero because we're 40. So you can't be a ground zero. And then another thing I can honestly say, George, is that if you were going to pursue, he's not. Oh, excuse me, like Fed, she's 39. She's like, I don't feel that yet. I'm not 40.
Fed's 39.
So she'll be 40 in December.
I got 5 years.
She was saying. So what was I saying?
You were saying
if you're gonna be that.
I was just saying that I'm not 40.
I don't know. But anyway, y'all get the point. We gotta cut this off at 30 minutes. Is there anything else we need to say?
Do y'all
I was gonna say about being a strong woman. I don't want people to think that you're bashing women for being like weak for going back to somebody that because you're a human, you're a woman, and
you love them.
Your feelings are involved. Like that doesn't necessarily mean you're not strong, but you just have to put your foot down with yourself sometimes. Just be honest with
Connie,
yourself.
I'm sorry. I do think it's weak. I'm sorry. I think it's weak. Like I sit in this house and cried so many times because I've missed a person or whatever, but I have to say to myself, GooGoo, what do you miss? Do you miss that you had a piece of something? Because you know what it is to be loved. You know what it is when it's the real thing. You don't have to ask questions. Love fights for you. Love stands in there with you.
Right.
And so it's like if this person is not willing to do that, why do you miss that? Just because something is better than nothing? No.
Well, no, I'm not saying don't be hard. I'm just saying don't be so hard on yourself. Don't go back to them.
No.
But just don't be so hard on yourself for if you
just hear what we're saying and grow from this.
Yeah, because we all make mistakes. And like you said, you're human and your feelings be in it. But another thing that helps you to make good decisions as it relates to relationships is not doing what you shouldn't be doing. When you mix yourself up, whether it's sex, whether it's all these things that you start mixing in, that starts creating bonds that aren't easily broken. And most people that go back and can't break. Yeah, because you didn't already connect.
You did all this wife stuff, and it's like, wait, I can't believe I'm not his wife. Let me go back again.
And we're grown.
I know.
So I want to be clear because I don't want to point out like you fornicating, because a lot of people have fornicated before, and grown people have sex and all of that.
We're human.
When you start getting to a place where you realize that it's a little deeper than just having a good time, or I'm in a relationship.
Be honest.
It's
Yeah.
I told GooGoo about a situation that I had a few months ago, and it was crazy because it took
Connie. No judgment.
I'm saying, is it the one I know about?
No.
Okay.
So no, but this is.
He said he had a lot of.
Yeah. Okay. No, this situation wasn't. It was just sexually. When you mix yourself with people, you set yourself up for something that you really don't have as much control as you want to have. We only try to have control over things that we don't have authority over.
Ooh.
Once I let that control go by doing something that God didn't tell me to do, then I lose the authority to break that. Like, I have to go back to God and like, God, look, I need you to help me do that. But why do we put ourselves through that? The older I get, I understand what you're saying about, because I'm in that place too. Like, I don't have time for no BS. At this point, I just want to live I'm living my best life, literally. I'm not going back and forth with nobody over no foolishness. I'm not going back and forth over relationships. I have a standard. I'm staying at this place, and that's what I'm going to operate from. And you have to make that decision too. Otherwise, you're going to be going back and forth. It might be a different person, but it's going to be the same situation. You're just going to find yourself in it.
People sniff out like desperation, and I think people have dated people that were wonderful people, but you just let it go on, and then you let it go on too long. When you saw it wasn't it, when you saw it wasn't it, you should have cut it off, because the thing is, you could have. Let's ignore them. If you had to cut it off a long time ago, you could have easily revisited that. And so when I say stuff like, I would have dated this ex or that ex again if things are right. You know why? Because we never got to the point where they was dragging me, they was disrespecting me, they were using me, they was, took advantage of me. We never got to that. You know what I'm saying? And that's why I'm able to be their friends and be cool with them. And if two of them in particular, if they right their wrongs, I just may. I ain't really thinking about that, but if I just be honest, like, I don't like them, Why don't he like me? No, he likes me. I don't want to be like my friend 0 or 100. He likes me. He just don't like me enough for what it is that I want. But I know he likes me and he cares about me. I'm going to send him a picture. I wore this outfit. Form-fitting, and I'm going to send him a picture for inspiration and just say, hey, I hope you're doing good tonight.
I was going to do 5th date cute, but this is more like
do you know what they're
coffee? This is more like coffee, at 11 o'clock in the morning.
All that's coffee. Okay. But anyway, I'm forcing them to hang out with me.
I look like summer camp. I didn't know
Mr. George.
That's Mr. George. I was going over what she said earlier, and I was like,
I didn't even
forget it. I can't even.
Because I was supposed to get ready in time, and I was like, oh, I'm going to do a Instagram live, and I'm going to say, hey, meet me on, but it just didn't do.
Let me tell y'all what y'all need to do, because GooGoo's been doing a GooGoo show for a long time, and y'all need to be trying to stake and say what y'all want. Do y'all want a show? Do y'all want a podcast? Do y'all want? Because see, this is the thing. We all 3 of us are really for real friends.
Yeah.
We've been knowing each other a very long time.
That's why we feed off each other.
So
like this.
Literally, like we know each other. So I try to give a well-rounded perspective.
If George told my business, I would be ruined.
We know where the bodies are buried. We know where the bodies are buried.
Well, I didn't tell you about what.
Okay, wait, after the show. Okay, all right. What do you think, George?
I gotta go.
No, but if y'all want us to talk about something or whatever, like a lot of people hit me up about, y'all want a fashion tip? I got a fashion tip. So let me stand up and hopefully it's not a bad pic. All right, so y'all see this? Like I got a little boop boop boosh right here, but it's like covered up because this is printed. It's printed. So I have Sadie, you know that, and I hate it. But I hate when people wear clothes where you can see it. And I'm just like, you could have put something under there that just could have smoothed it out a little bit and been neater. But when you wear print, now I'm bottom heavy, so print kind of can make you look larger. But because I'm bottom heavy, when I put on print, it'll cover up some of the little cellular situation. Okay. But I still got my jiggle. Y'all know that is fun to look at. Right. So it covers up that. So I don't have to wear my undergarments or whatever to kind of cover up that. So if you're going to wear a solid color, make sure you put something to conceal that. But that's why I wore this, because I didn't feel like holding my stomach in. I didn't feel like an undergarment when I go to the bathroom fighting. Thank you, dear. Shout out to Center Stage Boutique. That's who I get this from. But anyway, so that's my fashion tip. So I guess we're gonna end the GooGoo show with fashion tips. And so that's all I got to say. George, Connie, y'all got something to say?
I love you.
Do you have a fashion? Oh, I thought you.
A fashion tip? No.
Life tip? Something on your heart?
Just wash. Stay clean, okay?
In this summer heat.
Wash.
And you know what? Wax or trim down. All right, go ahead.
Wash. Yes, hair traps odor.
It does.
For me,
cut it up.
Always make sure that you're making decisions from the perspective of where you're headed,
Ooh.
not from where you are. God's been working with me about that, because there is some decisions that if I was basing it off of where I am today, I could make some decisions that will prevent me from getting to my future. But if God said, okay, you're going to be this place, you meet with this person in a month, my decisions today need to be in the mindset of that person that's meeting with these CEOs. I can't be worrying about no foolishness or whatever that is for you. So that's my tip for y'all.
If you say that you want to be a wife, act like a wife. Save your money, clean your house, take care of your kids. If somebody just run into your house at the last minute, is it clean? If somebody asks you what your credit score is like, that's not the proudest question, but I would tell the truth because I live in my truth or whatever. Like, so make sure in every way when nobody is watching, whatever it is that you want, like George said, wherever it is you want to go, wherever it is you want to go in life, if it's your career or whatever, I'll pay tithes according to the money that I want to make, not according to the money that I have right now. So the people at my church probably think I make way more money than I make, but that's just an act of faith. So I put my words and my faith into action. So just like I said, that make sure you're not just out there looking good, but make sure that you are being good and that you are looking the part and acting the part, so that when the opportunity comes along, yep, I'm ready, because I already been working on that.
Right.
Yeah, because if somebody want me to be in the Olympics, I'm not gonna be able to, but I will be a good helper. All right, you guys have a good night.
Bye.